two. I just wanna be with you, three.
It started with a YouTube video and turned into one of the most powerful partnerships in pop music. But 15 years later, it didn't just fall apart, it imploded. Behind the silence were secret audits, social media snubs, and a jaw-dropping $31 million debt.
Justin Bieber owes his former manager Scooter Braun more than $31 million, but he is not paying it off yet. Sources told TMZ the massive debt is tied to Hailey Bieber's Rhode Beauty company. The agreement says Justin will not owe Scooter a dime until Rhode officially sells and the money hits the bank. That means the debt is frozen until the deal closes and the cash comes through.
This wasn't just a business breakup, it was betrayal. The question now isn't whether Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber are done. It's how deep the damage really goes. In 2007, a 13-year-old kid from Canada uploaded a video to YouTube, and it changed his life forever. That kid was Justin Bieber. And the man who found him? A young, hungry talent manager named Scooter Braun. Braun was instantly captivated by Justin's voice, his presence, and his potential. He tracked down Bieber's mom, called her nonstop, and eventually convinced her to fly to Atlanta, all expenses paid, just for a chance to meet. That meeting led to something bigger than either of them could imagine. Scooter introduced Justin to Usher, who helped seal a deal with Island Records. Even Justin Timberlake wanted in. In the end, Usher won the bidding war, and Scooter became more than just a manager. He became the architect of Bieber's career. From the start, Braun took full control. He believed in Justin before the world even knew his name. And in return, Justin trusted him like family. With Scooter at the helm, Justin went from singing covers online to performing on sold-out stages around the world. His breakout single, Baby, became a cultural phenomenon, turning him into a global teenage heartthrob almost overnight. The fame was blinding, the fans were relentless, and the pressure was suffocating. As his star rose, so did the chaos. Justin's teen years were a blur of paparazzi flashbulbs, viral headlines, and legal trouble. From reckless driving charges to public meltdowns, it looked like the world was watching a superstar unravel in real time. But through every scandal, Scooter stayed. He wasn't just a manager anymore. He was a fixer, a protector, and the voice of reason behind the scenes. Many believed he was the one holding Justin together during his darkest days. And to the public, it looked like nothing could ever break that bond. But behind the scenes, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. As Justin matured, he began to see the industry and his place in it with clearer eyes. The same trust he once gave so freely started to erode. Fame had isolated him. Scooter admitted later that growing up in the spotlight left Justin with deep trust issues. There were arguments, creative disagreements, quiet tension. Justin wanted more control over his career, more independence. And although Scooter still spoke highly of him in public, their relationship behind closed doors had started to shift.
But Justin has such a different story about the beginning. You know, he was only 13 years old. He saw Scooter as a father figure. He put all his trust in him. And looking back, he feels like he was fleeced. He feels like he was bamboozled in this entire working career together.
Was he bamboozled? How was he bamboozled? What specifically did Scooter do to hurt him?
Who's telling Justin that he was bamboozled?
Who's telling him?
But people are in his ear.
There are outside influences that may have played a factor here.
It's so crazy because when you think of Scooter and Justin's relationship over the years, they were so close.
What was once a brotherly bond started to feel more like business. And for someone who had practically grown up under Scooter's wing, that realization hit hard. In 2023, the silence spoke volumes. There was no dramatic announcement, no official press release. Justin Bieber simply stopped working with Scooter Braun. At first, fans thought it might be a temporary break, but then the news started snowballing. Ariana Grande dropped Scooter, so did Demi Lovato. Within weeks, some of the biggest names in music had all cut ties with the man who once managed them to stardom, and no one gave a clear reason why. Insiders whispered about years of creative clashes. Others claimed Scooter's artists felt micromanaged and undervalued. To the outside world, it looked like a mass exodus. But for Justin, it was personal, and it was just getting started. Then came the numbers, and they were staggering. In the wake of their split, reports surfaced that Justin Bieber owed Scooter Braun a jaw-dropping $31.5 million.
Justin Bieber owes his former manager Scooter Braun more than $31 million, but he is not paying it off yet. Sources told TMZ the massive debt is tied to Hailey Bieber's Rhode Beauty company. The agreement says Justin will not owe Scooter a dime until Rhode officially sells and the money hits the bank. That means the debt is frozen until the deal closes and the cash comes through.
$26 million was tied to advances from the canceled 2022 Justice Tour. Money that Scooter's company had fronted and now wanted back. On top of that, another $5.5 million was listed as unpaid commissions. Just when it seemed the dust might settle, things got even more explosive. Justin brought in financial advisor Lou Taylor, known for her work with other major celebrities, and she didn't waste time. Her team launched a deep audit into Scooter Braun's financial records, and what they allegedly found sent shockwaves through Bieber's camp. According to reports, Justin's team claimed Braun had been overpaid by $26 million. They pointed to miscalculated commissions, advances that didn't add up, and deals that seemed one-sided. It wasn't just a disagreement over numbers, it was an accusation that Bieber had been exploited by someone he once trusted like family. Scooter denied any wrongdoing. He even claimed he had voluntarily waived an additional $8 million in commissions to ease the tension. But the damage was done. This wasn't a professional dispute anymore. It had become personal. If there was any doubt left about their fractured relationship, social media erased it. Fans noticed that Justin Bieber had unfollowed Scooter Braun on Instagram. On its own, it might have seemed petty, even childish. But in celebrity culture, an unfollow speaks louder than words. Then came the real shocker. Scooter deactivated his entire Instagram account. No statement, no warning, just gone. To many, it looked like he was bracing for backlash, maybe even hiding from it. It was a public digital declaration of war. For two people who had once stood side by side through fame, failure, and fortune, the message couldn't have been clearer. Whatever bond they had was broken.
Justin Bieber and his former manager Scooter Braun are reportedly nearing a settlement in a substantial financial dispute. The conflict originated after Justin canceled his Justice World Tour in 2022, which left him with a significant debt of $26 million owed to concert promoter AEG.
After months of silence, Scooter Braun finally spoke out, and what he said caught people off guard. He didn't lash out. He didn't deny the split. Instead, he framed it as mutual.
Favorite memory from working with Justin? My favorite moment of working with Justin is not like the stage or the accolades. It was backstage moments. It was laughing together. It was watching him do Make-A-Wish rants when no one knew he was doing it. When all the noise is gone and all the people talking in both of our ears and all the, when it's just us, those are the ones I cherish the most. And that's why we'll always have a special relationship. He is one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life.
According to him, Justin had simply outgrown the partnership. He wants to prove he can do it on his own, Braun said, and I respect that. He painted their breakup as a natural evolution, not a betrayal. He said they had an honest conversation and decided it was time. We didn't leave each other, he insisted. It was time. But even as he spoke calmly, there was something unspoken in his words, a quiet sadness, maybe even regret. He called Justin one of the most talented and bravest people he'd ever known. And while he claimed there was no bad blood, fans couldn't help but wonder.
Bieber sold his music catalog for something like $200 million. This was a few years ago. It's good to have some quick cash on hand. Justin Bieber has officially settled his debts to Scooter Braun, a cool $31.5 million, which includes $26 million that was still owed from a $40 million advance that was paid for the Justice Tour, the canceled Justice Tour. Scooter Braun alleging that something like $11 million was owed in unpaid commissions from Justin Bieber. Bieber and Braun split ways in 2023.
As the financial dust settled, another twist hit the headlines, and this time it involved Hailey Bieber. Rumors began swirling that the massive payout Justin owed Scooter was being quietly covered by Hailey's beauty brand, Rhode Skin. Some even claimed Justin wouldn't be able to pay his debts until the company was sold. But Hailey wasn't having it. Her team issued a firm denial, calling the rumors completely false and misleading. They insisted Rhode's finances were entirely separate from Justin's business affairs and that she wasn't cleaning up anyone's mess. Still, the timing raised eyebrows. Rhode had just celebrated a historic sale, and Justin had just settled his $31 million debt. Coincidence? Maybe. But in a story already filled with silence and suspicion, fans weren't sure what or who to believe.
Recently, rumors were circulating about Justin and Hailey Bieber breaking up, but their vacation photos seemed to shut those down. Now, reports claim that Justin is waiting for the sale of Hailey's brand Rhode to help pay off his $31.5 million debt to former manager Scooter Braun. Hailey's reps deny this, saying the sale is her business and unrelated to Justin. But his ongoing financial and mental health struggles seem to support the claims. If the debt is paid, Justin could regain the rights he gave Scooter. Some fans are asking, did Justin reunite with Hailey for the money? What do you think? Let's talk in the comments.
Today, Justin Bieber and Scooter Braun are on separate paths, professionally and personally. Justin is focused on launching his next chapter with a new album titled Swag and building out his independent clothing brand. He's reclaiming control, redefining his image, and proving he can move forward without the man who once discovered him. Scooter, meanwhile, has pivoted. He's stepped away from daily artist management and shifted into consulting and philanthropy. Publicly, he still praises Justin, calling his latest album raw, authentic, and beautiful. He says he's proud, even though he had nothing to do with it. But behind those compliments is a silence that says more than any statement could. The partnership that once dominated pop music is over. And while the lawsuits are settled and the contracts signed, the emotional fallout still lingers. Because when a 15-year journey ends in social media, unfollows, and multi-million-dollar audits, it's not just about business. It's about trust lost. And a legacy forever changed. What began as a fairy tale, a kid discovered on YouTube and guided to global fame, ended in silence, suspicion, and a $31 million fallout. The Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber era didn't just fizzle out. It collapsed under the weight of money, mistrust, and a decade of decisions that can't be undone. Was Justin manipulated by someone he once called family? Or was this simply the cost of breaking free? Only they know the full truth, but one thing is clear. This wasn't just a business breakup. It was the end of a dynasty. What do you think really happened behind the scenes? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more celebrity deep dives.